guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Now for today's video, I want to do something very different from what I usually do. I wanted to sit down with you guys and have a beauty chat with you all. Talk about certain things that have been brewing up in my brain. I've been thinking over, mulling over, and honestly, I've been wanting to do a video like this in so long. But I have been really scared to do something like this as well, because whenever you talk and put your opinions forth on an internet platform, there are going to be people who do not agree with that, and that's completely fine because everyone is entitled to their own opinions. What is not fine, however, is the fact that a lot of people find it's okay to put someone else's opinions down to make them sound right or better. And opinions at the end of the day are just that, opinions. If you do not agree with mine, let's just agree to disagree and move on. The world, internet, and people would be much happier if we decided to respect each other's opinion rather than fighting. And what I'm trying to do here is just open up a conversation. I'm going to give you guys my opinions, and you can tell me what you feel about it in the comment section, and we all can be respectful towards each other, because I'm fine in hearing your opinions as well, just like how you should be fine in hearing my opinions. And I'm going to be talking about the beauty industry. And honestly, I'm a very tiny part of a multi-billion industry. My opinions don't even matter at the end of the day. You're watching me through a box. I'm talking to a camera. That's how important I am. So let's just, keep it lighthearted. Let's talk about certain things. And I've been talking for a while without even introducing the topic to you guys. Basically, today I'm going to be talking about how creativity in the beauty industry when it comes to brand launches is honestly dead. Innovation is dead. Obviously, there are going to be like better formulations and better shade range and all of that. I'm talking about creativity and innovation when it comes to how things are made. And that is why a lot of times I feel like, I cannot be a creator for the current generation, and I feel like a dodo of sorts. And honestly, I'm fine with that. With the newer generation and newer creators coming up, obviously there will come a day when I will become irrelevant, and I'm not mad at it. That's something that I've accepted. It's the cycle of life, circle of life, whatever you want to call it. That's just how things go, and I'm absolutely at peace with it. I cannot change myself to be that person who will make content just to go viral and not content that would be something useful. And especially when I'm talking about this whole aspect of creativity, that's what I mean exactly. Because these days, what I feel like, what is happening with brands and even with a lot of content creators, it has become how crazy can things get, how crazy can a product look, or how crazy can my reaction look. Like, wow, look at this, oh my god, the pigment. And that's it, that's the content piece. And I'm not saying that's wrong, it's just their way of doing content. All I'm saying is that's not my way of doing content, and everyone can have their own different ways of doing content, and you have the whole freedom of choosing what kind of content you want to consume. And the another reason why I cannot do those reactions and all of that again is because I've seen all of those products already. I've seen the evolution, I've seen things like those coming in. And that's why whenever I'm looking at products these days and I'm looking at certain viral products, I do not feel the pull. I do not feel the need to buy it. And I'm a huge makeup enthusiast. I've bought so much of makeup. I still buy makeup till date. Even though I have so much makeup and I get a lot of PR, I still buy makeup that truly calls me to it. But then there are certain things which I'm like, you know what, here's where I draw the line. I cannot just buy it, just make false, statements like this is so innovative, I've never seen this, and just get viral over the internet. And the reason why I'm saying false statements is because I have certain products to show you guys how beauty, even when it comes to innovations today, is just recycled. How fashion trends are, like how 90s is coming again, how apparently skinny jeans and low waist are coming again, and that's something I never want to come again. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is that a lot of beauty and innovation that way is also recycled. And again, as I said, I have some examples to share with you guys, and these are not proofs. This is not me trying to prove myself right. I'm just showing you some things that I feel like might have skipped your brain, or you might not have been here when these things were happening. If you're someone who's new to the beauty industry, if you've just started playing with beauty and makeup, obviously the things that are going viral right now would really call out to you. But that's why I say I'm a dodo, because I've seen all of that, and that's why I don't get excited by them that much. You know what, I think I need to give you guys an example, because I know it's getting a little confusing right now. So you know how Pixie is going really viral right now with their blush sticks, the oval one, because you're just supposed to like swipe it and it's done. Obviously you need to blend it out, but what I mean is that people are like, this is so innovative, I've never seen something like this before. And that's why videos like those are going viral. And there was a point where I was like contemplating buying that and just reviewing it for the sake of it, so it could reach like an audience, because audience is looking forward to that. But the whole reason why I say creativity is sort of like recycled right now is because look at what I have right here. This is called Stila Color Push Up. And honestly, whatever things I'm going to be showing you today are very, very old. Most of them I've kept for sentimental value. So let's not even talk about expired makeup because I'm not using a lot of this, but these are just in my collection for sentimental values. And I'm so glad I held on to some of these because I have proof now. I have things to show you. But yeah, this is called Color Push-Ups. I think this is from 2015 or 16. It might be earlier than that. Who knows? Only Lord knows. But I think it came into my collection in 2015. Back in the day, Stila wasn't really available in India, so I had to like buy it online, internationally, and all of that. But look at what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and it is like a roll up stick, and you're supposed to just apply it. It's a blush, it's a cream blush, comes in an oval form. And this is something I had back in the day. I used a lot of it. This is the amount I used because it was all the way down. I used it. So I don't find it to be authentic to myself. If I go on the internet today, I use the Pixie cheek blush, whatever it's called, and say, this is so innovative, guys. I've never seen something like this. Look at the pigment, look at the stick, look at how easily it goes. Because I've used something like that. I've had something like that. And Stila, honestly, was that girl, okay? Stila really knocked it out of the park with their launches. I don't think they got like their actual due, like their true form of due that they deserved, because they came out with some great products. I have a couple of other products from them as well. For example, this Stila SPF 30 oil free tinted moisturizer. This is something that would have gone so viral today. It's a beautiful product. Let me quickly give you guys a swatch if I can. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and it goes on so beautifully on the skin. And again, it has SPF 30 in there. So they were like ticking the boxes of things, like laying the path down for products for today. Honestly, it was such a beautiful product. I really miss having this in my collection. And this also had like zinc oxide, octinoxate, like a lot of good things that people today are like promoting left, right, and center. And I don't think this did so well back in the day because this wasn't the hype back in the day. People weren't really talking about things like this. So this was truly ahead of its time. Again, an SPF 30 tinted moisturizer is something that would ring music in people's ears today. And back in the day, I don't think it did that well. But it was a beautiful product nonetheless. I loved using this on a daily basis. Another great example to talk about this would be the KVD Good Apple Foundation, the one that came in a pan. And the only thing people were doing was swiping it like this, swiping it like this, and saying, wow, so much coverage, I die. Like, just covers everything up. And then I thought to myself, Krylon has been doing that for eons, and Krylon again is an important brand in the makeup industry. People love Krylon. The people who use Krylon are like really murid, जिन्हें कहते हैं. But they love Krylon. So Supra Color and even their TV paint stick for that matter, like stick foundations with extreme amount of coverage. Krylon has been doing that for eons. I'm not even kidding you. Again, I'm not talking about the formulation here, but I heard from people who tried like the Good Apple foundation for over a period of time that even that's supposed, like that got heavy on the skin and it was like oily and it was breaking apart and all of that. With Supra Color and even the TV paint stick, these are like high coverage products and heavier products as well. Like they're supposed to be something that are supposed to cover everything up, more stage makeup, more film makeup and all that. Krylon overall is like supposed to be that. It's meant for cameras, it's meant for stage and all of that. But these are things people use for bridal makeup as well, and people swear by these till date. So yeah, this was something that reminded me of the Good Apple foundation as well. And I was like, if I have something like this in my collection already, do I really need to bring in Good Apple foundation and be like, so much coverage, look at it. And I can't be that content creator. As I said, it's just not something that's my cup of tea. It's just truly not. I would rather die a slow irrelevant death than become something I am not. You know that line from Batman, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. I would rather die a hero. I don't even know where that came from. But another product I want to quickly talk about is the YSL Touche Eclat. This is a beautiful concealer, very lightweight concealer, brush on concealer. And this again is something that's really becoming viral today, like the lightweight, light coverage concealer, almost barely there concealer. And this was viral even back in the day. So this is something that's got its due back in the day. People still use it. People who love it still use it. They swear by this. And again, I feel like this is a click on product, something a lot of people are doing today. So I feel like things have already been there. So how do I get excited about newer things? It's just something I cannot like force myself to get excited about. Again, right now, like how elf lip stains are going viral, like those glossy stains. Let me show you something that's very, very similar. This is a Revlon ColorStay Moisture Stain. Even packaging wise, this is so similar. Elf is just much more smaller. I feel like Elf, the whole packaging is like till here, like where the color is. But this is something that Revlon did eons ago, and this is extremely similar to what that elf stain is. So, how do I call it unique and new and just fun? Because, again, I've seen something like this. Even with L'Oreal, L'Oreal used to do such great things back in the day, and I don't know why they're not experimenting anymore now, and they've just stuck to like those basic few things. But Revlon and L'Oreal, these brands were really knocking it out of the park. Even Lakme, for that matter of fact. These days, Fenty is going viral for their mousse lipsticks. Who remembers these Lakme 9 to 5 weightless matte mousse? I have Coffee Light and Blush Velvet with me right here. These were shades that I gushed about non-stop. Let me, swatch these because this is such a throwback moment. Oh my god, I hope the formulation is fine. But basically, a doe foot applicator, velvety, soft, moussey texture, goes on so smoothly on the skin, reminds me so much of those Fenty lipsticks that are going viral right now. And even not just the Fenty ones, the lip and cheek tint rage all over right now. It's just these products that have been there. This was a lip and cheek tint. It has a cheek thing added to it as well. But these were so beautiful. These were everything and more back in the day. These were the moment. And these shades, Lakme really did something with this. Again, I don't know why Lakme is sticking to 30 shades of red lipstick now, because they can do so much better than that. Also, let me swatch these because I feel like, again, this is going to be such a nice moment. I have the shade New York Scene with me right here, which is a red shade. Suits completely because Big Apple, New York, this is what it looks like. And of course it goes on much better on the lips, and this is an older product, so you can't expect it to be like completely hunky-dory right now. The other shade I have is called Parisian Passion, and this is more like a purpley wine shade. Let me swatch it. Where should I swatch it? I have exhausted hand space. I'm going to swatch it right here. Again, this is a much older formulation, but look at how glossy and stainy that is. It's so beautiful. It's honestly so beautiful. And that's why I feel like, I'm a little meh about the launches that are happening right now. Which also brings me, because we are talking about like lip and cheek colors, so I have to give myself a moment. And again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, maybe a little bit, but I'm not trying to. These YBP color creams, oh my god, these were meant for lips, cheeks, eyes, everywhere. Let me just try to hold them up without dropping any of them down. And I'm never getting rid of these ever, because these are so sentimental for me. This was my first collab ever, and YBP created a product that was just so beautiful. We went back and forth so many times on the formulation, on the shades and everything. These are what you would call the older day rare beauty blush sort of a thing, where it's like so pigmented and so beautiful. You just need one dot. That's what we said as well, that all you need is just one dot. This is the shade. I think this is not the princess. This was in the princess packaging. I think this is also from the sample stages. I think I left my princess one in here. This is the witch. But basically all you needed was, where do I swatch this? Let me do it here. One dot, and my dot is not coming out because this is a sample product that I tried. Okay, all you need is one dot, and look at the amount of pigment that we have in there. Look at that. You need to like use just the tiniest bit. And again, this is an older product now. This was 2017 if I'm not wrong. 2017, yes, this was 2017. So I would call this the older version of the rare beauty blushes. But of course you can use this on the eyes, on the lips, wherever you want. This is safe, approved, safe for every place of the face. So yeah, that, so I wanted to give myself a moment as well, because we really did something at that point of time. And of course at that point of time it was something too novel and too new, and it did well. People loved it, don't get me wrong, especially the shade Goddess. I get compliments for this even till date, because this is a lot of people's favorite highlighter even till date. But yeah, we really like did something that was so unique, so new, so out of the the normal products that were happening at that point of time. So I'm really proud of that. I'm honestly really proud of that. And which brings me to another product that I want to talk about, these Estee Lauder bronzer and highlighter sticks or wands, I want to call them. Basically, again, these days Charlotte Tilbury with her those blush wands and highlighter wands and contour wands going too viral. And I was like, listen, Estee Lauder did that and they did that really well. This is a more like, push out sort of a thing. And I have a lot of product that just came out whooshing out of that. But I'll just watch it right here. But yeah, Estee Lauder did that way ahead of time. I think these were discontinued and these are not available any longer. But they had a bronzer in here as well, which was so pretty. I love this product. And again, it had that sponge tip applicator that everyone is like lusting over right now. And again, I've already used this, like those light to medium coverage products that are so easy to blend in and all of that. I've seen these and I've seen things that are much better as well and things that I don't see in today's day and age as well. For example, this MUA Kiss Proof Lip Stain. Basically, it came in like a sketch pen sort of a packaging. So good because then you have such precision and such control of how you're applying this, and it was so pretty. Like, look at this, it just goes on so nicely and it still works even though this is like really old. I don't even know if this is available or not, and I don't think people are doing something like this right now. But again, I'm sure like in a couple of years, months, or whenever we'll see something like this come up again. Just how we have seen a resurgence in the marbled eyeshadow world. So Huda Beauty these days is the most popular brand for like marbled eyeshadows that are unique, out of the park. She's doing things that are crazy. For example, in the Naughty Nude palette, there's a shade that's completely transparent and it has like beads in there. Honestly, don't get the thing about that shade. I'm like, how do you even use it? Is it even worth it? Like, what's the point? So yeah, again, it's all about doing crazier things now. So this eyeshadow, if I'm not mistaken, is from 2015. No, 2014. I think 2014. 2014, yes, 2014. It's been a while, and this is a marbled eyeshadow. Again, Makeup Revolution wasn't available in India back then. I used to order it online and just get it shipped and all of that. But look at how beautiful that shade is. The marbled shade, and I also have another color in this one, a blue one. It also has like yellow and blue and whatnot. So basically, it's a marbled shade with glitter. And this, I'm not even kidding you guys, it still is a beautiful product. Let me give you a swatch right here. Look at it. It has glitter dispersed through it. It's just a beautiful shadow, so pigmented as well. It's not like a non-pigmented product because you're mixing in white and black. You get like a grayish color of sorts, and of course, you can build up the intensity as much as you want. And it's a baked marble product, just how Huda is doing now. So this is not, Huda's is not like a novel product. Things have been there in the market, they just haven't gotten viral, or they just like fizzled out before the virality aspect came to content creation, I would say, basically. Because these days the shorter content form like reels and TikToks and shorts have just taken over, and people want instant gratification, right? So if I'm going today and saying like, this, look at it, you need it in your life. Obviously, you're seeing like a 30-second reel. A lot of people, other people would be seeing a 30-second reel. They want instant gratification. They're buying that product without looking for proper reviews, and things get viral really quickly rather than, a slower paced life, which I so much more prefer, because it's about getting to know a product, properly reviewing it, and seeing how it's going to stand the test of time, how it's going to make you feel after a point of while, and not just like the first application. But yeah, those were the things I wanted to talk about. I have a lot of other things kept here as well. I just wanted to keep certain things if like things came to my mind. For example, the MAC Face and Body Foundation, again, something that's really in right now, and MAC has been doing this for eons now. Basically, a lightweight foundation, lower coverage. You get the point. We have it here again, very Stila like. And a lot of other brands, I feel like they were doing so well and such different things. For example, Benefit back in the day was doing amazing eyeshadow books, which I don't think they do anymore. I don't think they've been doing eyeshadows at all. They've been only focusing on pores and brows, which is good for them. They have their niche of sorts. But yeah, they've only been doing pores and brows, and I'm a little tired of just that repetition happening. I just want to see beauty products get more innovative like they were earlier. Some of the things that I don't even have here and are ingrained in my brain. For example, I don't know if you remember or even if you know about the existence of Garnier's under eye roll-on concealer. Like back in the day, that was everything and more. Of course, there were no shades. There was just one shade, but that was so innovative. I'll try to just put on a clip right here of a teenage year-old me just using that, because honestly, that was the moment. It was such a beautiful product, so innovative, like genuinely new new, genuinely innovative. And I don't see people doing that anymore. We're just building upon things that have been there, of course, improving on the formulations and improving on the shade range, which is needed. I'm not going to say that's not needed. And of course, there are companies out there which are doing newer stuff. But what I'm saying is, for the most part of it, for the most viral part of it, things have been there already. And there's a reason why people do not talk about it. Like people like me who are just so done with the whole wow, look at it point of things. I'm honestly, I just wanted to have this beauty conversation, this chat with you all. Let me know what you feel about the beauty industry right now. How do you feel about the newer launches? How do you feel about the launches that are happening every single day? Because honestly, I'm a little saturated with that. I'm overwhelmed and I'm saturated. And I'm getting to that point where I'm like, do I even care about the new launches anymore? Like, do I? Because back in the day, new launches were everything for me. If you go through my older videos, every new launch that was happening, there was a review on my page within like a week, maximum a week. It was like, new launch Lakme lipstick, new launch Maybelline Fit Me range, new launch faces this. And these days I'm just like, but let me at least give it like a little bit more time. And I'm not saying I didn't give it back time back then, because I used to get PR before the launch, so I could do the reviews really quickly. But what I'm saying is, if I'm trying something out right now, I don't want my review to be a rushed, applied, and this is beautiful sort of a review. I want you guys to have a little bit more opinion of mine on it, like a more 360 approach of mine on it. And honestly, I've started caring less about newer launches as well, because I don't feel excited by them. I don't feel they're worth the hype or the innovation. Of course, again, some products are, most of them I just feel quite meh about. I feel like, I've seen that, just let's move on to something new, something more exciting. Honestly, I feel like I'm trying to balance on a very precarious line, where I'm like, I want to be able to create amazing content, but I also want to be true to myself and what I stand for and what I want to do ahead. So yeah, I'm just trying to find my balance, and I know I've been very inconsistent, but once you're doing something for that long, there has to be a period where you're just not in love with it. And for me, it's not like I fell out of love with beauty. I just fell out of love with the fact that there was just so much happening. Back in the day, I used to get excited when Colourpop was doing new launches, because their super shock eyeshadows were genuinely something unique. I have so many of them. You've seen it in my project pan, and I have so many more of them with me, because I was genuinely excited for it. I was genuinely excited for a Kylie lip kit, because not a lot of people were doing lip kits back in the day. It was something new, it was something different, and matte liquid lipsticks were again the rage back then. It was just developing a craze. But now I'm just like, Colourpop is launching every few seconds. That's what's been feeling like. And Kylie has been doing stuff that's just not the best. It's just about the packaging more. It's just about, again, how crazy can you get? Colourpop just launched their heart blushes, and I'm just like, listen, Tarte or maybe Too Faced has had it since eons now. They have heart shaped blushes, and yeah, once in a while it looks cute, but then it just becomes repetitive. And that's what beauty launches have become for me, just repetitive. I just feel like we need to, like, as beauty industry, work towards making sure that brands know that we are expecting more than just repackaged stuff from them, just things that are just cutely packaged, or things that don't have true essence or meaning to them. At the end of the day, it's business for them, but I feel like there still should be some heart put into that business. This is how I think about things. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I hope this wasn't too long or too boring. I don't know if you guys want me to do more beauty chats about things that I've been thinking about, because there are a lot of things that I think about. I'm an overthinker. I'm an avid overthinker. Like, if my CV was to be made, overthinker would be my first, strong point, weak point, what would it go in? But whatever, you get the point. I overthink about everything, so there are so many nights that I think about all of the things that I've just talked about. And again, I have so many products that are here, and I don't want to talk more about it, because I feel like I'll be boring you guys with just giving you examples of things that were already there. And I know you guys would be like, Shreya, how does it even matter? And it truly does not. It honestly does not. If you want to buy something new, please go ahead and buy it. Don't let me like stop you from doing it. I'm just trying to give you guys an opinion about beauty industry that I have. Wow, it feels like I've recorded this whole video for absolutely no reason now. Yikes. But yes, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found this helpful. I don't know if you would find it helpful, but I hope it at least starts a conversation down in the comment section below, because I'm looking forward to your opinions. But that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Keep doing what you want to do. Don't let someone else's opinions, shadow yours. I'll see you guys next time. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.